Let me see if I can figure this out. Okay. All right. I don't know why my screen. I don't know why my screen looks like that. It looks weird. It looks off. The sides are black. I'll have to fix that another time. I'm not gonna spend time fixing it right now. But I am watching Soundhound. Hey, shout out to Currency Batty. Hey, Shades. Yeah. So we hit $7 and we're bouncing here. Finally, we're getting some kind of movement. We have news for Soundhound as well. I mean, I just made a video yesterday on SoundHound. That's the funny part. Let me move OBS out of the way here. Let me move that out of the way. And let's get started here with SoundHound because SoundHound is the stock that got news today. So let me look that up. Sound stock. Got to go to Yahoo News here. I use free stuff. I don't really pay for anything. SoundHound, $8.32. If this beats on earnings, what kind of reaction would we get? We can go back in the past, right? So here, this E on Moomoo, that means earnings. You can just hover around it and it shows you. So yeah, that earnings it really tanked. Didn't really do much. Tanked, quote unquote. Didn't really tank 50% or anything crazy. But for that day, it was red. It dropped a whole $1.50. Yeah, about $1.50. But that probably was more attributed to the fact that the market as a whole was tanking. This E right here, right? What happened during that earnings? It actually ran. It ran from 11.20 to 17. So it had a huge $6 move after earnings beat. What does that mean for us? I mean, if we get another huge, if this beats on earnings and it pumps $6, fantastic. That would send it to what, 14? I would take profit immediately if we get a big pump on earnings. I would take profit immediately because it's any kind of catalyst that sends it up, it's gonna come down just as quick. So I mean, you can see that reflected here. This earnings sent it flying like $5, $6. So and then just as quickly, red day, red day, red day, red day, just as quickly dropped from 17 to 12. So it can drop, it drops pretty fast too. So I'll probably take profit if we do get a big run like that. If we get a huge, huge multi-day run after earnings, I mean, I will be number one. I'd be shocked if that happens. Number two, I'll be there to take profit if it goes down to if it goes up like that. If it just spikes like that, and then just reposition on the spike down. This is why I made that video yesterday saying it's a good company, it's a good business. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing. Okay, there's nothing to be concerned about with this stock. The only people concerned are the people who don't know, who don't understand how the game is played. Hey Chris, what are your thoughts on UiPath? I'll look at it right now. I just want to finish SoundHound here because SoundHound has earnings coming up. and I'm in this one with 50K. So I have to keep a really close eye on it. So we'll look at UiPath in a bit. Big Daddy, what's going on with ONDS? I think it's in a bear flag, but again, let me just finish here this SoFi segment. I want to get SoFi out of the way. Again, I'm 50K in with SoFi. I mean, not SoFi, with SoundHound. With SoundHound. Okay, earnings for SoundHound here. It actually got a bit of a pump from 9 to, man, when this thing gets going, it can move like $3.50 real fast. That's what's funny. It can move $3 real quick when this thing does well around earnings. Here it just went sideways on earnings. So as you can see, these earnings tend to be kind of They tend to have no real consequence. The only time we ever had a big pump on earnings, after earnings I should say, was here. That's about it. I would not sit there and hope that it gets that. I'm not going to sit here and, if it happens, great, but I'm not going to sit here and be hopeful about it. Screw that. I don't care. It'll come back up in no time at some point. This is just a classic pump and dump. In fact, you look at the monthly time frame and it's a classic buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. I bought at 13 to start because that's where the purple line is. That also happens to be, the lower half of the sandwich here, whatever you want to call it, the range. I mean, if you're not in SoundHound, you would have a lower average than me because my average is at 11s. Your average would be lower. Like you would start your position now at 833 and you're buying at the absolute, right? Like this is the absolute bottom here. This has to hold though. If it doesn't, oh boy. But that also means everything else tanked. That means SoFi went to like $15. That means IonQ went to 20. That means ONDS dropped to 7s. Like it would have to require everything to tank really badly, which I don't see happening. I think we're starting to bottom out here. That's what it's looking like, at least to me, for SoundHound. So there you go. I mean, this is what more could you ask for, right? Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. Not buy high and then hold the bag all the way down. Not buy all the way up here at 20s and hold all the way down. It's just, I don't understand people who buy up there. I don't get it. It's like the people who get scammed. I don't understand how you get scammed, how people get scammed, but they clearly do if scammers are doing well, doing scamming. So people are going to fall for it and buy highs and then sell low because they're dumb. That's just people like that exist. On the weekly time frame, I mean, this looks like a classic reversal here. So in the past, three red candles into support, big green engulfing candle here, and then from there we reversed. And we're kind of seeing something similar here, right? Red candles going into support. We got a nice little green candle, buyers showing up, and then another red week. And then what happened? Now we've had 2 green weeks in a row for SoundHound. And if we can break above the 200, be above the purple line, on the weekly, then that would be bullish. Let me check the other EMAs, the other moving averages. Yeah, I mean, this is awesome. This is it. This looks exactly like the past, right? It looks almost like it rinse and repeats. This is why we keep buying this, because it just does the same shit over and over again. Why wouldn't we take advantage? So yeah, there you go. If we get the big breakout, we'll go to $10, which I'm sure there's people who would breathe a sigh of relief, like, I'm okay. Unless you're in Sybil, then you're going to be like, at least I break even. There's people holding Sybil and SoundHound. You're probably going to lose a lot of money on Sybil, but you're going to make a lot of money on SoundHound. So you're going to end up like break even probably, if depending on, hopefully your position was bigger on SoundHound and not bigger on Sybil, because then you're just kind of screwed. But you always want to put more money into the less risky stock. That way, if it doesn't work out on the super risky play, you're still fine. You still end up profitable. You still end up making money. So I'll look at the news here before I continue the stream. I just want to get this SoundHound out of the way because we got earnings coming up. If we can get a nice pump, it's going to make a lot of people breathe a sigh of relief. It's going to make me sad, like, oh, we're not going to be down here anymore at 8. We're not going to go to 7 anymore, 6, 5, 4, 3. I wanted it cheaper. Morning Shades, shout out to Choi Rosa. GCL Global Holdings, thoughts on this one? Justin, hope you have a good day. Sybil is going back down, another buy opportunity coming. Yeah, I think Sybil coming back down is another buy opportunity. I can agree with that. You think APLD keeps it up? APLD is holding very well after that news. I'll look at LSID in a bit. Again, I want to finish this SoundHound section. We're almost done here. Let me just read the news. MWC 2026 SoundHound AI launches Sales Assist agent bringing real-time agentic AI to the retail sales floor. So who are we replacing here? New real-time AI solution for in-store teams, make rapid recommendations for deals, add-ons, and savings for a more efficient customer experience. SoundHound processed nearly 30 million AI customer interactions. I mean, I don't know why people are scared of holding this stock. This is incredible. The sales assist agent provides real-time AI informational prompts to floor staff. Oh, this is so sure. I guess whatever. If there's demand for this, sure. I'm not gonna complain. The sales assist agent helps retailers increase revenue per customer and reduces training time for new employees. Okay, I can see why. Okay. Expanding agents and AI into Europe. So there you go, guys. They're expanding. They're getting more demand for whatever product. I don't even know what they do, honestly. If you ask me, hey, what does SoundHound do? I'd be like, AI voice, and that's at the end of the conversation. I've never looked deeper into it. I just know by looking at the revenues that they continue to get more demand for their products, that service. That's all you need to know. If the company is growing, if its business is growing, that's all you need to know, right? And I'm gonna leave this video on this. If I told you guys, those of you watching on stream, if I said to you, hey, me and you are best buds, I'm gonna sell you this business that makes millions of dollars and that just keeps growing. I'm gonna sell you this business called SoundHound at a 50% discount. You know, if you were just some other guy, Justin, if you were just some other guy, Ohio, currency baddie, and all of you in the live stream, you know, Big Daddy, that's a funny name to say. If I offered you this business at 50% off, you would be stupid not to take it. And let's assume you're looking to own a business and you're like, hell yeah, you're giving me 50% off just because we're buds? Hell yeah, I'll take. You'd be stupid not to take it. You know, if it was someone else, I'd be like, hell no, you're paying the full price. You're going to have to give me 25 per share for this business. Whatever that would amount to. I'm sure it would amount to billions. But you get the point. This is what you're getting right now. You're getting a massive discount from highs. My average is at 11s. That's 50% off. I bought 50% off, and I am very happy with my position. I will not be adding more. But again, look at that. For those of you buying right now, you'd be getting a 62% discount. Why wouldn't you buy a good business with growing revenues at such a discount? I don't know. That's how I think of it. That's how I see it. I'll leave it at that, guys. As always, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And I will see you on earnings. When earnings comes up, we will be going over earnings. And hopefully we get a big pump so we can make a lot of money. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next one. All right, now back to the stream, guys. Let's talk about, what do you guys want me to talk about? I'm working with two monitors because I'm moving things around in my room. UiPath, let's start from the top. UiPath, I've heard of this one. Who talked about it? I think it was Zip Trader U, I think is who I heard it from. But I looked at it and I was like, eh. I was like, eh. It kind of does look like SoundHound actually, in the sense that it's at a bottom. It's at a level where it always bounces. Every time it's come down here, it goes from 10 to 15, 10 to 14, no, 1480. Then here from 10 to 20 almost. God damn, that's a big. This is a classic. This looks literally just like SoundHound. This looks just like SoundHound, in the sense that it's at a bottom. So I would say I wouldn't blame you for buying here. I would just make sure if you buy, I would set a stop at 9.35 just in case it decides to keep tanking. But this is not a bad play. I mean, it looks like SoundHound. It's the exact same play, right? It's stuck in a little sandwich. And what happened to my rectangle tools? Is it here? Yeah. Yeah, it's just a classic sandwich, right? You got the bread up here, and you got the other piece, and yeah, you got your salami or whatever. Maybe you throw some espresso. I don't know why you're throwing espresso in a sandwich, but sure. Yeah, this is a classic. It looks exactly the same. So this is a buy. I can't even say. I don't know anything about the business. I don't know anything going on with it. But I will say this is it. This is where you would want to buy and hold for sell targets of 13, 15, 17, and 19 for potential 30, 50, 70, 90% return. Up to you how you want to sell, whether you're going to scale out or you're just going to, lump sum out of there and lump sum in. Up to you how you're going to accumulate it, or if you're just going to buy a big position right here, right now with a stop loss somewhere. But that looks like a classic buy low, sell high range over the long term. So I like it. I like it, but I'm not gonna buy it obviously because I'm in my own. I'm in SoundHound with the exact same setup. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on UiPath. ONDS. Let's. What's going on? What is going? Isn't that breaking down? It should hold up today, but it looks like it wants to break down. That's the problem that I'm seeing with this one. Like the last time it was in this pattern, it did break down a little bit. So I would say if you want to buy ONDS, you would have to buy right now and probably set a stop at 9.40 just in case it does break down. Um, because if this holds here today, it should bounce back to 11s. So that's about this is a buy down here anyways. And I think under 10 is a buy unless they came out with some terrible news. This should be fine. It's just concerning that it's in this pattern. But yeah, from where it is right now to, I mean, if it goes back to 11s, that's a 16% move. If you get stopped out, you lose what, 4%, about 4%. That's a really good risk to reward ratio. Again, I'm heavy in SoundHound right now, so I can't really be throwing money around at, there's a lot. I mean, the first two already off the bat, ONDS and UiPath, they both have, really good setups. So, ONDS just I think it's a buy right here. I'll say that much. And if you got discipline, you'll set that stop down there, and you got to take profit here of 16%. If it goes up to like 14, then 15. I mean, you're gonna make even more. So very good risk to reward ratio here. Oops, what the hell is wrong with this? Okay, yeah, you'll make about 35 to 50% if you hold for the higher price targets of 13 to 15. So again, very good risk to reward here. If we're bottoming out on the markets, we will see everything start going up higher. GCL Global Holdings thoughts on this one. What the hell is that? I've never heard of GCL. Oh, don't tell me this just keeps going down. This is the first bad one. This is trash. Look at this. It just keeps going down. It's in a permanent bear market. I don't know why people like trading stocks that go into a permanent bear market. I can only assume they want to play the oversold bounce, I guess. I don't know. These are not my kind of plays because it's too risky. It's like, why would I buy something that just keeps going down? I'll just buy ASTS that keeps going up. Look at that. Ooh, it just keeps going up. It's almost like it's hard to lose because if you buy the top, it comes back up for you and then some. And then you buy the top here, it comes back up for you and then some. And then you buy the top here. It's almost like on a stock that just keeps going up, if you buy the top every single time, you're such a bad trader that you still make money anyways, even though you're buying the top every single time. So yeah, GCL, this is just something I always look at and I'm like, ugh, like why would I buy this? Why would I make my trading life harder? Screw that. I'll just buy something that keeps going up or at least sideways, like SoundHound and the other one, UiPath. Because then it has clear support. Here, who knows where it's going to bottom out? Who knows when it's going to get the pump? Who knows? Nah, GCO I'm not even going to add it to my watch list. Stop looking at stocks that keep going down. That's bad. Sybil, yeah, Sybil should come back down, and I think it's going to be another buying opportunity. I know there was no news, unfortunately. I thought we were going to get something, but we got nothing. But if anything, that nice little pump there is nothing more than confirmation that there's still interest in this stock. And of course, Obviously people are going to take profit, right? The people who bought down there at 009, 0009s, 0011s, of course they're going to take profit if the stock moved 50 to 80%. Of course. Do you think they're going to sit there like, no, no, we're going to hold it so that no, no, no. They're going to take profit, of course. So I expect this to come down. This is expected. If there was going to be no news, we were going to come down. That was just expected. But it's a good sign that it held up here. So we should just uh, it's just gonna do what it's always done. It's just gonna go sideways here. Eventually, it'll get the big news, right? And we'll get the big pump, and people will be like, "Woo!" And everyone will forget about how painful it was to hold it all the way down. I guess. Um, we've been trading this one since 2021. This ain't shit. We've been here, done that. I don't care. Been there, done that. I traded AITX. This is nothing. I'm at 005's average, whatever. I've been there, done that. I've held down 80%. It doesn't mean shit to me. So I know it will until this shows signs of like failing, like it becomes a failing company, or it starts diluting really heavy like AITX. Until it starts showing really bad signs like that, I'm not concerned. In fact, this thing went into CE and still it got plenty of pops. So there's nothing to be concerned about yet. Like I see nothing to be concerned about. I think the only people that are concerned are people who have never played penny stocks, period, who just don't have the experience, I guess, who don't know that it's actually you become numb to these 50% drops. We're like, whatever, it doesn't mean anything. So yeah, that's a buy down there for sure. You think APLD keeps it up? APLD. Oh, I got on my watch. Yeah, APLD, man, it went under 30 and it immediately just bounced. It just immediately found support. That's what I thought was crazy. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by this. We even got some target price ratings. Buy rating of and a target price of $40. I don't know. People were overreacting to Nvidia selling off. Like, what do you think? Nvidia's not going to take profit? You think they're stupid? They're just going to sit there up 5-7x and not take profit? Well, they're not stupid. They're not stupid like the people who buy tops or hold it. They're up 500% and hold it all the way down. So I think this is going to be, I still think this is going to go to 50, then 100. It's just, we're not in a bull run yet. But the Nvidia sell-off is people just overreact. That's all that is. So APLD is fine. I'm in it. I got filled on that $31.50 strike puts that I sold. So I am in it. I am in the red, but I did sell 2 covered calls for like 300 and something dollars profit. So I hope it doesn't come back above 32 because then my shares are going to get called away. But whatever. I'll just buy back in. No big deal. APLD's easy money. This thing is going to go to 50 plus easily, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I just don't see how. We need the infrastructure. What do you think of Lucid? Is that thing still garbage? I remember Lucid. I think it's still trash. Is it still trash? Yeah, it's still trash if I recall. Yeah, this is the one that's garbage, right? Yeah. So Lucid, what do I think of it? I mean, the chart, you can just look at it right now. What does it keep doing? What does the price keep doing? It just keeps going down. Since 2021, for 5 years now, Lucid just continues to tank. It's in a permanent bear market. I don't know about you, but I don't like bear markets, right? Because stocks just keep going down. Actually, that's a lie. That's Bizarro Shades. If you watch that video, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, Bizarro Shades would hate this. Look at this. It just keeps going down. Why would I buy this? Do you like buying stocks that keep going down? I don't. So yeah, no, this is trash. This is not even on my watch list because I'm pretty sure I looked at this before and I was like, why would anyone buy? Why would anyone consider buying this? This is just. If you like losing money, if you're looking to short it, it would be a good opportunity. That's for sure. The stock cat approved. Is this stock cat approved? I don't know. The cats are looking out the window at birds, so they're not going to be here to give approvals. Yo, what's up? Shout out to Savor the Skies. Ohio, APLD, ONDS. Would we looked at those? APLD and Iran. Matteo Valentine. Iran. Isn't that another AI infrastructure play, if I recall? Oh wow, is that what I think it is? That looks like a double bottom here. I hope it is. I hope that's a double bottom. It looks like it. Yeah, I would say this is a buy with a stop loss at. Man, this thing is volatile. I don't know if I like this. I hate stocks that are too volatile. Yeah, I would say this is a buy. I mean, it's just sideways here since February. It's just sideways. It's just holding up very well. It's so volatile though. Um, but yeah, this is yeah, this would be a buy with a stop loss just in case because if it drops, it'll come down to like 30s. So I'll leave it at that. Looks good. Looks good, but you gotta have a stop on this one, buddy, because you don't want to hold it if it comes down to 30. NVTS hold or sell with earnings today. NVTS. Yeah, I've been saying this about NVTS. It's at the last line of defense here, which is the white line. Like this white line has to hold here, or it's gonna start to follow Rich Tech Robotics in terms of price action. Rich Tech Robotics, as you can see, it was never under the white line. Look at that. It never went under the white line. And then finally it did go under the white line. And what happened? It's been tanking since then with no signs of recovery. So yeah, with regards to I read what am I saying? With regards to NVTS, I haven't bought NVTS. I did buy 100 shares at some point and I flipped it for a loss because I'm like, get that, I'm getting the hell out of here. I just felt uncomfortable. I don't know, maybe intuition, but I was just like, I don't feel right holding this. Something feels wrong about this. So yeah, I would be very cautious. I would say that. Um, yeah, I don't really. We'll see what earnings brings. I don't know. I don't know what to expect on earnings. I don't know. We can look at the previous earnings and see how it performed. Here on this earnings, it absolutely tanked. So on this earnings here, it tanked from 13.36 to $10. Let's look at the previous earnings. On this earnings, it tanked from 8.2 to 6.3, so it dropped $2. On this earnings, it did a whole lot of nothing. On this earnings, it tanked from 3 to 230 back when it was cheaper. On this earnings, it tanked. This thing likes to tank on earnings. Wow. It has a history of just here's earnings, boom, we tank. Like I'm not in it, so I'm very happy. I'm glad I didn't buy this because I bought 100 shares this one time and I just felt so uncomfortable holding it. I was just like, I don't feel comfortable. So I just took like the $5 loss and I'm like, I'm not touching this. Just I just feel, I don't know how to explain it. Just a feeling, intuition. I don't know. So many good deals out there. Yeah, there's a lot of good deals out there. You still playing chess? Yeah, I am still playing chess. I play chess at 5 days out of the month. So at the beginning of every month, I play 5 days in a row. Like I just walk on the treadmill while playing bullet chess. I only play bullet chess. I finally hit no, what was it? 800 elo, 750 elo, something like that. I started at 150 elo, I think, back in September. So I'm climbing like 100 elo every month. But I don't play every day. I only play the first 5 days of every month, and then I don't touch it for the rest of the month. So I haven't played since like 20 days ago, and I kind of miss it, but I need to be disciplined because I got to write the trading book and a bunch of other stuff that I'm working on. So yeah, I'm climbing slowly. I developed a strategy. I'm treating chess like the stock market. I developed a strategy that has a 55% win rate, and as long as you play a lot of games, you will just continue to climb up the ranks. And then once the win rate drops under 55%, you have to make adjustments to the strategy so that you can maintain the 55% win rate against tougher opponents. And then as long as you continue playing and maintain the same win rate, 55% plus, you just continue to climb. That's so yeah, that's I'm kind of just treating it like the stock market and it works. It works very well. So I'm using the stock market mindset in chess and it's working. I mean, it helped me climb from 400 to 750 and I'm sure I can get to 1,000. I think I can get to 2,000 elo in a bullet chess for sure. It's going to take time though because again, I'm not going to dedicate my life to it. But yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it. No X and espresso. You still playing chess? What do you think of NVTS? Sell puts for $7 before earnings today. Uh, Sell puts. Why? Why are you selling puts for $7? You think it's gonna drop? No, I don't think it's gonna drop. I would be shocked if it did, but who knows? In this market, guys, there's been stocks in this market that get there's been stocks that get there's been stocks that beat on there's stocks that have beat on earnings and they tank anyways. If you guys haven't noticed, there's stocks that have been beating on earnings and they tank anyways. Like Microsoft beat on earnings and it tanked. So honestly, I would say I can't say anything. You know what? I don't know. I don't want to say anything because I don't want you to sell and then it pumps huge. So yeah, I'm just gonna say be very cautious with MVTS. Like when I bought it, I had a very bad feeling about it, and I immediately sold at a $5 loss. I just felt so uncomfortable holding it. I don't know how to explain it. I just had the feeling. What about SoFi yesterday? 17s. Do you think the bottom is in on? I don't think SoFi is bottomed out yet. I think we I mean, I think technically speaking, SoFi, technically speaking, we should come down to 16. We should come down to 16 because it has a history of tanking from highs 50%. So last time it hit a high of $18, it tanked to $9. $32, we would expect it to tank to $16. And also $16 is a big level, which we're coming up on. Yeah. So I think it still has more downside. If the market continues to tank, we should come down lower. So I don't think it's bottomed out. The purple line is at around $15. That's another thing to take note of. So is the 200 EMA, funny enough. So yeah, I'm just dollar cost averaging into SoFi 10 shares every day. Like I'm not trying to time anything, just 10 shares. I started this challenge at $20. So I'm already buying 50, no, not 50%. I'm buying like what, 30, 40% off when I started the challenge. So I'm happy. Like I'm just going to dollar cost average. I'm not concerned about good companies like this. This is basically like SoundHound. They just continue to grow their revenues. So yeah, I don't know where the bottom's going to be in. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just going to dollar cost average 10 shares at a time. So instead of lump summing 3,000 shares or 1,000 shares, lump summing a ton of money at a price level, I'm just going to distribute it 10 shares at a time over the course of the next 4 months. No timing anything. I'm doing this challenge to teach people that you don't got to, try and time bottoms. Just dollar cost average once the stock is under the purple line and you're going to be fine. So yeah, SoFi, I don't know where it's going to bottom, but hopefully soon. That would make me happy. But I still think we go down to 16s and then finally we bounce. Can you cover QNC? Never heard of QNC. Is that a quantum play? Just by the Q in the ticker name, that's how I figured it out. Oh, wow! It actually just keeps going up, huh? I've never heard of this. I'm gonna add it to my watch list. I'm gonna add it to my watch list. That's an interesting one. Yeah. So it's at a top. So yeah, it's not a buy, right? You don't want to buy high and then it tanks. Buy high and then it tanks. Buy high. Yeah, this is at a high. So I would say just wait and see if it comes down. Because it loves to come down to like $3.20. So I would say wait for low threes. If buyers don't show up today, let it come down to low threes. This is just stuck in a range right now, short term. I like it. That's interesting. I didn't know this one existed, and it just keeps climbing long term. Huh. Very interesting. GCO was a bounce play, but that makes sense. Someone just said in the Discord in a message they sent me, "You play chess very weird. You're treating it like you're a bot, like you're a machine, and you just care about the win rate." Yeah, that's all I care about. Once you find a strategy that works in chess and it's a 55% win rate plus, Just like the stock market, if you find a strategy that has a 55% plus win rate and you end up net profitable every single time, that means that you have something that makes you money, that prints you money. I want you to think about what I'm about to say. If you develop a strategy in the markets that makes you money, you are profitable at the end of it. It's a 55% win rate strategy. That means that you accept, when you use that strategy, you accept that you're going to lose 45% of the time. And you're okay with losing 45% of the time because you know the overall strategy is net profitable. Or in this case, for chess, it would be net profitable in terms of elo gain and climbing up the ranks. So yeah, I started treating chess more like, I guess, machine-like, more systematic. Because it works. I'm not gonna, I found what works. I'm gonna stick to it until it doesn't. That's the saying in the stock market, right? It works until it doesn't. So in chess, pretty much the same approach. It works until it doesn't, right? But I'll make adjustments and I'll continue to climb the elo ranks. So yeah, I guess I just treat everything like like a system. I don't know. If it can be treated like a system. How cheap would APLD be in a bear market? How cheap? APLD is not going to get any cheaper, guys. This is a bear market and APLD has not, it's been climbing. How cheap can it get? The cheapest you're going to get APLD is at the purple line. So you're going to get it maybe at a 30, 40, 50% discount, but that's about it. You're never going to, this thing has not gone under the purple line when everything else has. This is the next Palantir, in my opinion. This is going to go insane. I believe that. I believe that. I believe that. This is just insane how well it's held up here. Same thing with Riot. Infrastructure plays, for some reason, they're holding up. Look at Riot stock. It's still holding up above the purple line. Like these AI infrastructure plays, I think big players are loading this, and they're the ones keeping this from falling. And I think in the bull run, these are gonna go, bananas. Let me put it that way. They're gonna go Donkey Kong style. Like I just don't see how. It would be stupid. It would be really, really wild if Riot and APLD in the bull run tanked, right? That doesn't make sense. If they're performing this well when everything else crashed like crazy under the purple line, 30 to 50% below the purple line, I mean, I don't see how these don't perform very well. AI infrastructure right now, these are the plays for long term and for swings and for day trading because they're volatile enough too on top of that. How cheap would APLD be in a bear market? RZLV Resolve is trash. RZOV. Let me look at RZOV. I think I have it in my watch list because I liked something about it. Oh yeah, it has a classic bottom. It has a classic. This is, yeah. So if you're playing this, you're not really playing the purple line. You're playing the bottom, and this is right at the bottom. Really, this kind of stock, you only want to buy it at the bottom. Yeah. So this is a classic pump and dump, right? You buy down here at $2, then it pumps to like 3 to 4, maybe it gets a huge run, and you sell for 50 to 300%. Then it comes down to $2, and then it pumps again to $5, and you take your 100%, 50%, whatever, and then it comes down again, and you just kind of you abuse the pattern of pump and dump, basically, is what it is. But you do have to have a stop loss, right? Because the day this doesn't hold, the day that $2 doesn't hold, it's going to start tanking. So yeah, I mean, this is a classic pump and dump. It's a pump and dump classic. I don't know what to call it. I can't give it the sandwich because there's no. This would be a weird sandwich because it just kind of pumps and dumps all over the place. It doesn't have like a specific level where it comes to. So yeah, this would be a buy with a stop loss at $2, maybe even 1.99, with sell targets of $3, $3.50, and $5. So it's good risk to reward ratio. But you're definitely picking the bottom on this. It's a bottom play. So yeah, I think that's why I added to my watch list because I like these kinds of plays. It's not like it keeps going down over the long term. It's just going sideways, and it has a very clear bottom. So very difficult to fuck this one up. The only way you fuck this one up is if you don't set a stop loss. And then it breaks down and it just tanks and you hold it all the way down. That's like the only way you would screw it up. So it's like one of the easier plays. But like I said, I'm very heavy on Soundhound, and I'm going heavy into SoFi. So I already kind of picked my two stocks, right? I can't jump into every single. There's a lot of opportunity in the markets. I can't jump into everything. And I'm still gonna buy like 4 Palantir leaps. I have the cash on the side for that, but I'm waiting to see if we turn around first before I start buying Palantir leaps. Yeah, because Palantir right now it's it has to hold here. If it doesn't hold here, it's gonna start tanking to 120, then 100. So I don't want to buy Palantir leap right now. I want to see if it holds, or else I'll just buy them at 120 or 100. Palantir leaps are beautiful. They're easy money. I don't know what happened to Tony. If you're getting your message retracted, it's not me removing your messages. I think it's just the AI doing it. So just letting you guys know. Tony V. What name is that? I don't think I've ever seen someone named Ray Mistani. Arcadin. Oh, hymns. Oh man, we make fun of Joey Shaw all day. We make fun of Joey Shaw all day. We just can't. He's just a punching bag, man. That guy. That guy bought Hims at 30, and he's obviously holding it all the way down to where it is right now. So Hims would be. This is just trash. I don't know what people see in Hims, but you look at the weekly time frame. You want to see something interesting? This stock hit a high of 72 in February 10, 2025. So it's been a year since this thing hit a new high. It just doesn't really do anything. It just kind of just keeps going down. This is a weekly time frame. So this is just terrible. Like, look at this. This is a weekly time frame. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 red weeks, 1, 2, 3, and 3 green weeks. That is terrible. That is terrible. Out of 20 weeks, 17 were red. Do you really want to buy this? You would want to buy it if you're looking to pick the bottom. That's about it. If you're going to buy here, you would definitely want to set a stop at 14 and then let it. I mean, if it breaks below 14, it's going to start coming down to 10, and then who knows how low it's going to go. So you're looking for the bottom pick. I'll tell you right now, at least you're not Joey Shaw. Joey Shaw, he's dumb. He bought all the way up there at 30s thinking it was going to hold, and I'm like, bro, this is a bear market. I don't think supports don't hold in a bear market, and I don't think he understood that. Like, supports don't hold. A bear market means we keep going down. So whatever, he wasn't going to listen. He was just going to do what he does, right? He's just going to buy where, especially this stock, you don't want to be, I don't like this stock. I'll leave it at that. But if you want to play the bottom pick, go right ahead. But there's just better opportunities elsewhere. Yeah, I hate him. It disgusts me. When I look at it, I'm just like, ugh. Anything Joy Shaw wants to buy or is buying, you just don't want to buy it. His picks are so bad. We made fun of him yesterday. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see, where is it? Yeah, we made fun of him yesterday. If you shorted Joey Shaw, if you inversed his portfolio, you would have made 1,000% plus return. So we made fun of him yesterday here. Year to date, inverse Joey Shaw portfolio return. Like, you would just print money if you shorted Joey Shaw. Like, literally anything he buys, BMNR, MSTR, HIMS, he's literally just, he's opposite, man. I don't know what's wrong with that guy. I don't get it. His brain works like the opposite of mine. He sees stocks tanking and goes woo as they continue to tank. RCAT, I think this is the classic purple line strategy, if I recall. Let me remove the white line. Yeah, I would wait for this to come down to 10 and under. I would wait for 10 and under on that one. 10 and under. Yeah, Soundhound is a buy right now. Like, it's going to continue to be a buy. This is how much cheaper do you want this, right? Like, that's my question. This is already cheap. We got earnings coming up. This is going to I think this is going to perform very well long term. What happened to my live stream? Okay. Hey, Bed Bath & Beyond? Bed Bath & Beyond doesn't exist. BBBY? Does that still exist? I thought that thing died. Didn't they close a ton of stores? Yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond. Isn't that in a permanent bear market, if I recall? Yeah, it's in a permanent bear market since 2021. Yeah, I'm not buying that. I remember that one because we had a huge pump. Like, it ran to like $30 or something, and we were just we printed money because we just kept trading it when it went from like, I think it went from like low 6s to like 32 or something crazy. I remember that, but that's about it. I mean, it's at a bottom, so if you want to buy it, go ahead. Again, you're looking to bottom pick this. You definitely want to have a stop loss. Yeah, I mean, if you're trying to pick the bottom, stop loss at like 4.99, buy right now and hold for sell targets of 8, 10, and 12. But I just don't trust this stock. If I recall correctly, I was like, I'm not trading this ever again. I thought it died. I thought this stock died. That's why I stopped. Like, it's not even on my watch list. I removed it. This is an oldie but goodie. Back then, it was very good for trading, but then it became garbage, and I was like, I'm not gonna trade you anymore. Because I'm very good at walking away. I'm very good at walking away once I recognize, like, oh, this is starting to behave like garbage. No, thank you. I'm just gonna take my money to something else. But yeah, this thing was awesome back then. Back in 2020, 2021, this was a king. Look at that. Look at that. That was awesome. Those were the old days. Hey Shades, what's up, brother? What's up, Tony? What do you see on your charts for APLD? Any good moves? APLD is just a buy. Buy and hold for 40 to 50. Don't overthink that one. Let me look at the week monthly. I forgot to look at the monthly. I'm sure on the monthly it looks yeah. It looks terrible actually. We'll see. I mean, it's had 1, 2, 3, 4 green quarters in a row. So Fubo, Fubo. What about Fubo? Man, you guys really like garbage. Yeah, I mean it's at a support level. I mean you would want to buy here and set a stop loss at like 1.09. If it doesn't hold there, then buy back in at around $1 with a stop loss at 0.95, and then you have sell targets at. Damn, you got some serious sell targets here. You got sell targets of 150, $2, 250. I mean, wow. This is I'm gonna add that to my watch list. It's probably a trash company, but it's got that sideways sandwich pattern, as I like to call it, right? It's a classic buy low, sell high. So I like it. I like it. Is BB TMC? I've never heard of TMC. TMZ? I've heard of TMZ, but not TMC. TMC? Oh, that's a classic bottom pick right there. You buy down here and flip it over and over again, then it gets the big pump. Uh, this is a weekly time frame. Let me look at the daily. Oh, this is a buy. It's under the purple line. Last time it went under the purple line, it was a buy opportunity. So this is a buy, and I would set a stop loss at like 5.59. Because if it's going to do what it did last time here, it should recover. And yeah, so there you go. Yeah, so hypothetically, if you were to buy and hold for, let's see, what's the next level? The next level would be $7. So that would be a 12% move. And if it goes to $8, that's a 26% move. And if it goes back to like 10, 950, that's a 53% move. So I would say it's a good opportunity. If you buy here and set a stop, you either lose 10% or you make 10% plus. So very good risk to reward ratio. I'm gonna add that to my watch list. That's a new one that I've never seen. I like that one. What about Palantir? Poor Joey Shaw. Joey Shaw is he's not a happy guy right now. Palantir. What about Palantir? Waiting to see if this reverses. Right now it's just sitting there near support. So I don't want to buy leaps because what if it tanks here? If it tanks, it's gonna come down to 120 and then possibly $100. If it goes to $100, I'm buying leaps no matter what at that point. But yeah, if this holds, then it should start moving back to like 130, 150. I mean not 130, 140, 150. So Palantir leaps there would print. I would say give it one more day or two and see if it holds here, because you don't want to buy here and hope that it pumps, right? And hope that it doesn't tank. It's just better to remove the hoping part and let's see if buyers show up and push it up and then we buy. Because we need this to hold here. It does look like a bullish falling wedge though. We'll see though. We'll see. Trump can open his mouth and then everything just drops. So gotta still respect that. That podcast ever going to happen with Joey Shaw? I don't think me and Joey Shaw are ever doing a podcast again. I think he's finished. He got tired of me never showing up in the mornings. I mean, I would show up, but sometimes I oversleep. I'm not a morning person. I'm only a morning person because stocks. But like on a Saturday and Sunday, I just want to sleep in, man. I don't want to wake up at 9 in the morning on a Saturday to do a podcast. But he doesn't want to do them at night, so I don't think we're gonna do a show again. We'll see. If we do a show, it'll be. I told Joey Shaw if we do a podcast, it has to be Monday through Friday at night because I just want Saturdays and Sundays off, right? I just want those 2 days not thinking about the stock market, not worrying about the stock market, not talking about the stock market. I just want those days off. I want my Saturdays and Sundays for me to just do nothing, basically. I just want to be lazy. I want to be a whole lazy boy, okay? So that's what I told him, and he's just like, we'll see. So I don't know. I don't think we're gonna do a podcast again. If I do a podcast, it'll be with Trucker Jeff or somebody like that. Once Trucker Jeff sells his $1 million house, because his wife's mom finally died, and he's I guess he has to go through something with the taxes or something. I don't know, something like that. So yeah, he's gonna move somewhere else. He's gonna stop driving a truck, and he said he's gonna go work at Costco for the health benefits, and he's gonna start trading stock, part time on the side. So he'll be available more because he drives a truck right now, and he's not at home. He's driving the truck and sleeping in the truck, drinking his Tito's late at night. So he doesn't have time to be doing podcasts. So once Trucker Jeff has a more normal, you know, live at home schedule, I guess, to put it that way, retired schedule, because he's on the older side, he'll have plenty of time to do podcasts. So it should be me and the Trucker Jeff Joe, me and the Trucker Jeff show, the Shades and Trucker Jeff show, I guess, is what it's going to be, I think. And he's a really good trader. He still has to be a little more disciplined, and he gets a little antsy sometimes, and he gets angry, but I mean, he's doing very well. He's doing very well. I am proud of Trucker Jeff. If he continues down the path that he's going, he will be running his own Discord, and giving out his own alerts. But in order to be your own Discord owner, you really do have to have experience and confidence. You got to know what the hell you're doing. Because it's one thing to lose money for yourself. It's another thing to lose other people's money. So that's kind of like Trucker Jeff is on the right path. He's doing very well. And I hope he continues to, follow the rules and learn and improve and study like he does, because he studies. He's a perfectionist. And I think one day Trucker Jeff could have his own Discord. So, but we'll see. You never know. We'll see. Yeah, it's funny. Trucker Jeff is basically the opposite of Joey Shaw. Like Joey Shaw's portfolio keeps going down, Trucker Jeff's portfolio keeps going up. That's because Trucker Jeff's picks are better. Like much, much better. Can you cover RCAT Shades? I'm a new RCAT. I already talked about RCAT, no? I think I said it's a buy under the purple line. Is that? No. I don't. Is this? What is this? Didn't I already do analysis on this? Yeah, no. Wait for it to come down. Yeah, wait for it to come down. It looks like it wants to come down. Wait for it to come down to like at least 10 to 11. See if it holds there. It disgusts him. Never mind, you covered it. Thanks, Bull, Fubo. I already covered those. Pinterest, PayPal. Bull is dead. Bull is so dead. I remember people on Twitter were alerting Bull, and I'm like, I jumped in and we flipped it for we made like $10 or something overall. But I don't know why, but I always have this like intuition. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'll buy a stock, and as soon as I'm in the stock, I just have this bad feeling, like this, like I don't feel comfortable, like I don't feel safe. I don't know how to explain it. It's like this fight or flight response. Like I bought Bull, and I immediately felt in danger. Like I don't know how to explain it. So I remember just like, let's just get the hell out of here, and I'm glad I did because it tanked. It tanked. So this is why you got to be careful with those social media, people on Twitter who post alerts. They tend to be kind of scummy in the sense that anytime they lose, anytime they're wrong, they kind of just brush it under the rug and don't they don't acknowledge it. They just go, oh no, that never happened. I think that's scummy. I don't know. Like I'm telling you right now, we might lose on Sybil, maybe not, but we'll see. But if we lose on Sybil, I'll let you know, yep, I took the 7K loss. But on the other hand, we made, 20K on Sound, so we're still up overall because we don't go all in on just one stock. So yeah, Um, so I think there's just a lack of transparency on Twitter. I don't trust anyone on Twitter. I don't even look at Twitter for like stock plays. I'd rather just play my own shit. Yeah. So Bowl is just trash. Don't even bother with it. Fubo. Oh wow, another piece of garbage. Um, yeah, I think I said this before. Buy and set a stop loss at 1.09. If it doesn't hold, buy at wherever, what, a dollar, and then set another stop loss. You really got to be careful with this because you're basically, is this on Nasdaq? It's on the New York Stock Exchange. I assume if it doesn't hold above a dollar, it starts to spiral down, and then it has to reverse split to stay above. That's what I imagine. So yeah, it's a buy with a stop loss, and you got sell targets of 150, not 150, 150, $2 and 250. So there's potential there on this one. I like it. I think that's why I added it. I'm analyzing so many stocks that I forget what the hell I analyzed. I'm like, wait, did I analyze this? Every time I look at a new stock, I'm like, huh? You look like trash. That's probably why I don't trade you. You look like something Joey Shaw would trade. Talking about the stock, not the subscriber. Uh, Good morning, Chief. Chief, another day, another trade. Shout out to another day, another trade. I hope you're safe over there in Mexico. Hope you're not getting destroyed. Um, I think you're the guy that's from Mexico. I might be wrong, but I heard the bad news. I heard the cartel is going crazy over there. So hopefully you and your family are safe. Nah, he really got that mad. That's crazy. He can't wait for you, but he can wait for Bitcoin to recover. Yeah, Joey Shaw, he's just uh I am surprised he's still in the Discord and you know, uh good luck to him. Let's see if it works out. Maybe Bitcoin is going to make an epic move tomorrow and he was right all along. Sure. Uh, PayPal and Pinterest. Shades, hope all is well. We had a big snowstorm here. Huh. In New York? I had no snowstorm over here. I think we're done with snow over here in Chai. I am about I am happy about SoundHound. I bought some yesterday too. Yeah, yeah. Congratulations, you're buying SoundHound nice and cheap. Hold for 15 to 20 for SoundHound, which is going to be about 100% plus, depending on where your average is. So yeah, shout out to Naveen Thomas. He bought APLD and held it all the way up and made a lot of money because he bought it back at like I think $3 or $5, something like that. So he knows how to play the game. You buy discounts and then you hold for the big move, and you don't sell too early because then you would feel bad. He's a very good trader like Trucker Jeff. He's very good. He's learned a lot. I think it's Naveen, then Trucker Jeff, and then maybe Sherry. I don't know. I haven't kept up with to date with her. But some people are developing into very good traders. Like they're kind of working their way to being on my level. Like they're on their way there. They're on the path for sure. I can see it. Let's see. Thank you, Shades, my teacher. What is your 1 year price target for ONDS? 1 year price target? I'm not gonna answer that because that's a stupid question. Um, I don't know what's gonna happen in a year. It could go to zero. It could go to 50. I don't know. That's no. That's not this kind of channel. All right, guys. Has it been an hour? Because I don't want to continue. I only wanted to stream for like an hour. Yeah, yeah, it's almost an hour. 58 minutes in. All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream here because we just went for an hour nonstop, no breaks at all because this is my new setup and I'm still having to move my other setup around. So, anyways, we'll leave it at that. All I'm gonna say is keep an eye on how the market's gonna move, specifically Bitcoin. Bitcoin does look like it wants to tank below 60K. If that does tank, it'll go down to 50K, and it would probably bring a lot of stocks down with it. So just be very cautious. I mean, SoundHound was up like almost 10%, and now it's coming down. So I would just say be very wary. Keep a close eye on Bitcoin. If that thing tanks to 50K, it's gonna bring everything down with it. So just be very cautious about that. That's about it. If it does dump back down to under 8s, if you see the stock market as a whole come down, just remember it's nothing more than opportunity. Eventually, we will reverse. The stock market always goes through the same. I will leave it on this lesson. The stock market goes through the same cycles. It pumps huge, goes sideways, pumps huge, goes sideways, pumps huge, goes sideways, dumps huge, goes sideways, dumps huge, and it's going sideways right now, and it might get ready to dump huge again, and then we would do what? Go sideways until we break the pattern. That's literally all the stock market is. We pump huge sideways, pump huge sideways, pump huge sideways, or pull back, and then continue to pump huge. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. That's literally all it is. We're just in the horrible part where everything just keeps going down. Or the fun part. I call it the fun part because we get cheapies, we get discounts, and then in the bull run, we'll make a lot of money. So there you go. This is just normal part of the game. I'll leave it at that. I'll see you guys